Hello and welcome back to the On The Burst podcast, your favourite footy show by the fans for the fans. I'm your coach, Brandon Savage, and I'm joined here by Timmy Moody, my assistant coach. How are you, Timmy?
Yeah, mine are your favourite show by the fans for the fans. It took you about 58 takes to get through it, but I like it.
I just want to preface, we're fans, we're not professionals. And we are for the fans. I probably should have played a lot of first grade, just like one injury, this way or the other, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, no, we're definitely not the experts. I was speaking to Corey Parker on the weekend, and he is pretty much he's my size, like in height, but like girth.
Is this you about to call him out? Like you want to fight him, like for a charity match or something?
No, he was actually. You didn't get along with him. Like at this NRL Supercoach
2 years ago, yeah.
2 years ago. But
we bumped heads. I mean, it wasn't like...
Yeah, you bumped heads. But
it was funny more than anything.
But there could have been a potential rivalry growing there. But I think...
I might have needed you back, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's nutted out a bit. Corey Parker's a nice guy.
He's a good bloke,
He's a good guy. Anyway, welcome to your favourite footy show for the fans, by the fans. We have a massive show today. Round 0 is done and dusted. Well, how'd you see the footy?
Mate, on a massive screen at the casino. Enjoyed the hell out of it. The Vegas event is super exciting. I think you really needed to have been there to really to understood how successful it was. But from all reports, the crowd they got a good crowd, a better crowd than expected. The games, were pretty good. There were some great attacking plays involved. So, yeah. Pumped. I'd like to get over there one year. I might need to save for year 5. It'll probably take me that long to save that sort of cash. I don't know. I'm probably imagining it's more than what it actually...
They have some pretty good packages going, so...
Yeah. Probably not next year, but when the Panthers are playing, they probably will get it going next year, to be fair, which might force my hand.
I've got to say, the event was that good, and since we're Supercoach guys, it was like the perfect event for us. Like, I wouldn't want to miss that again. Supercoach did it again, obviously. It was that good of an event. I would miss Vegas for it and have Magic Round be the one trip I do per year.
Yeah, I'd obviously like to. I'd like to
Vegas
to do that at one stage of my life for
sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Definitely a success. You reckon?
Well, yeah. It's hard to measure, really, obviously, because it's. I would have liked to, for me to see it as more of a win. I wasn't really following a lot of the back behind everything, but I would have liked to have seen more Americans just present. I don't know, just whether it be on like an American football show, like a real high-profile thing where we came on to be a guest on there. It might have happened, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just would have liked to have seen, I just felt like it was us over there, but I wasn't there. But it did seem like, from all accounts,
seems so good, eh?
There seemed to be a bit like, it was like Magic Round just on steroids.
It really was. It was round 1. I've never seen a round 1 so hyped up. And the fact that it was so hyped up, round 1, the footy was good, which was good. Usually round 1's just kind of, you get excited for it and then it starts and you're like, yeah. But this delivered. I'm very excited. And we're going to go through first the top 5 plays of the week. At number 5, Ola Kawatu's try, which DCE turned him under. Ola Kawatu he did this massive step that bloody oosted Kolomatangi, and he went through. His strength got him over. Number 4 is Reece Walsh's try. He finished it off with the classic swan dive with his tongue out, and I think just that moment alone just made it so good. He's the perfect advertisement for the USA, and he went over and he delivered.
It would have been really nice. He could have done more thing. He still had the backflip to show, but it would have been inappropriate to do a backflip while still losing the game and not having enough time to probably come back. But
number 3 is the turbo no try. So Luke Brooks, it was a set play. He double pumped, went to go to Ben Trebojevic, and Ben Trebojevic took out Cameron Murray, and it was a legal play because Cameron Murray went for Ben Trebojevic. They deceived this defense that much that Turbo went straight through. It was unfortunate he didn't finish it off, but I think that was the slickest play I've seen in a long time.
Very nice.
And the fact that Luke Brooks and Tommy Turbo were involved, I'm just so excited for Manly this year. Number 2 is Reece Walsh's kick to Dean Mariner. He skipped around the corner, kicked it through. Dean Mariner timed it perfectly, and what a player Reece Walsh is. Number 1 has to be the Manu flick to Junior Pauga. So what Manu did on the weekend, he is a freak. He is one of the better centres in the game, and what a finish.
Yeah, he tried to get another one. Didn't nail the second one, but one was good enough. Just the way in which he did it, it wasn't conventional by any means. So, yeah, I love that. That was awesome. I thought DCE was really good. He had his hand in everything and good try assist. His little kick through that he put through. I remember who crossed for that try. Do you remember that one?
Who, DCE?
Yeah, very
Garrick.
Garrick.
He came out
kick.
came out of dummy half, and it was just very short, and Garrick got there. That's when he did the
touchdown.
Actually, this actually moves us on to our next point. The funny moments from the weekend that you saw. So one that was quite noted was the Jason Saab try. Tell us about it.
Yeah, touched on the other potty, just that he, looked like he was desperate to slam the ball down and do a touchdown, but bailed on it last second and threw it into the air. But, is what it is. Wasn't for him. It was Garrick's moment, and he got it. Good on him.
I've also got another funny moment from the weekend. We're obviously at Star City Casino for the launch of the footy through the Code Sports and the Supercoach NRL. And Timmy hadn't eaten all day, pretty much having a go that his food's not there. But little did everybody else know, you bloody lost your buzzer.
Yeah, didn't have a buzzer on me for a while, just waiting for a fair bit, and then put 2 and 2 together. So I had to go jump in the line and pay for it. I got a free one the first time, so I guess it was probably just sitting on the counter, just waiting. But you get that in the big games.
Any other moments?
I guess to touch on the fact that you didn't backdoor it, like we all left at the appropriate time, and you were like trying to form some sort of after party, which is fantastic. Good form, mate.
I'm very proud of myself.
The only thing that would have like really put the cherry on top had you been drinking beers for the day, but I believe you still went back to your drink of choice, the old nasty cider.
Well, there was the cider. So usually at these establishments, the cider that I primarily drink, and I only drink this one cider. I don't really like, your Summersbys and all that sort of stuff. So when the cider that I really like to drink, it's James Squire. It's the James Squire Orchid Crush cider. When they don't have them, I'm in all sorts. I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to drink? And it's funny because every time I backdoor it to Panthers, and they sell that drink, so it shouldn't be an excuse. But that helps me go longer because it's something I'm enjoying drinking. And
there you go, fellas, looking to go longer, get some.
Yeah. So I think what was I $1.10 to backdoor it. I didn't backdoor it. You guys backdoored it on me, and
well, we didn't. We actually left at the arranged.
And you let me know that you were leaving. You were like, "Hey, do you need a lift?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Nah, I'm going to after party."
So I made it 4.
Shame on you guys for not after partying.
Yeah, look, I had to work the next day, and as I was crook and hadn't really eaten all day, and I did well to be there.
It was real scat though. Like I woke up the next morning, I was in Manly. The next morning, traveling to Penrith from Manly. What a joke! It's not fun.
Not many people do it.
No,
travel from Manly to Penrith.
Well, yeah, that's it. On the bloody train ride on the way home.
We do have a beach though, so if anyone in Manly wants to come check out our beach, that's now.
It. I'll tell you what, wearing my Manly jersey in Manly was a game changer.
Oh yeah, a few nods.
Everyone was like Turbo, and I was like, fuck yeah.
That doesn't happen in Penrith. I think we all know. We're just sort of another year, boys. Another year. Yeah.
All right, moving on to talking about Manly, our burster of the week. So the burster of the week is the player that we think has done the toughest carry of the week. Doesn't necessarily have to be the best player of the week, but the person who's taken a tough carry. Doesn't have to be a forward. It could just be anything related. I'll kick it off. Luke Brooks is my burster of the week. I think he's come back from a massive downward spiral at the West Tigers. And the reason he's my burster of the week, he could have stayed at the West Tigers. He got offered good money there, but he wanted to test himself in a good side. And my God, he looked brilliant.
Yeah, he looked fantastic. Just looked like a different guy, didn't he? I love just the fact that he got all that pressure off him. There's a club that he can actually believe in, get a win under his belt, and he had a blinder. Like he could have been in a lot more. There was just a few beestick things that went either way, which, yeah, so good for him. My burster is another sort of guy that's been given a bit of a hard time over the last little period, is Sammy Walker, making some really good tackles, really helping his side out, making some solid tackles on the line. He's a very small bloke. I really wasn't really noticing too much until Vossi started really drawing attention. Like, who's this little guy? All these American dads. Who's this little guy?
Well, they actually.
He reckons that people are asking him that. I don't know if he's just making. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. They say, but
don't look into it.
Yeah, so I think he's awesome. I hope he can keep his chin up all year and have a good year.
I think he's in for a massive year. I love that. I love how we've both gone little blokes, even though the criteria is a tough carry. And I think they've both fit the criteria perfectly. So I think what we'll do all year, we'll keep a tally of our bursters of the week, and then we'll have a burster of the year.
Sure. Might be someone who just pops up a few times.
Exactly. All right, moving on to our tips for the week. We kick off with the Newcastle vs Raiders game, and all these tips are courtesy of picklebet.com. Head over to the app at Picklebet and use Picklebet. Use the code TURBO when you're signing up to make sure that they know that you're coming from us. They'll take good care of you, helps us out, helps you guys out, and yeah, just to make sure to know what you're really gambling with. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. Newcastle versus the Raiders. Newcastle are $1.35 via Picklebet. I mean, the odds aren't great, but if you multi it up, you can get something out of it.
Yeah, I'd be pretty comfortable just to chuck that into any sort of other multis just to health them
Exactly.
the odds up. But then again, round one is a funny thing. So if you think you've got a sure bet in round one, a lot of the time you don't. I mean, we're all sort of riding the Raiders off in general, I guess, but who knows? Anything could happen. I mean, I hate to say it, but Ponga could go down in the early parts of the game. And,
bro, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, and the Raiders are just sort of, I don't know, just being the gritty side that they are, not wanting to lose by more than 7 or win by more than 7. Hanging around and getting the win. But, yeah, I'm definitely locking in the Knights.
I'm going Newcastle, but I think the Raiders can definitely put an upset in. So I'll probably go Newcastle 1-12.
I'm not going to pick a margin on that one.
Yeah, I don't like to pick margins earlier on in the season, so that's why I haven't got the odds up. Warriors versus Cronulla over in New Zealand. The Warriors are looking hot in the preseason, but I've gone Cronulla at $2.55.
I'm going to go the Wars. I just think the home ground factor, the size, the fans really, really believe that this is their year too. Like some of like other people have gone, maybe it might be a bit tough for SJ to go around or whatever. They don't believe that. So yeah, I think the Wars will get this one done, especially with the Sharks being one of those sides that we say they can go missing a bit against the top 8 sides, and the Wars seem to be a top 8 side.
All right, moving on to the Storm versus the Panthers. The Storm haven't lost a round 1 game since 2002, and they play the back-to-back-to-back premiers. I've gone the Panthers at $1.65.
Wow. Since 2002. Is it
It's 20 years or something like that.
I thought it was closer to 15, not 20, but wow, if it's 20,
Fuck,
15
I think it's
closer to 15.
I could be wrong. Jesus Christ.
I heard it was 14 last year.
I heard someone say 2002 the other day. So
somewhere between 15. It's been a bloody long time. I think it's closer to 15. But yeah, I was going to go the Storm just because of I'm one for history and those hoodoos, and like if someone can, prove that they do it year in, year out. But looking at the Panthers squad versus I just think we're so much better. They've got a few little weaknesses here, there, a bit lighter in the forwards compared to us. I reckon it'll be a close game regardless.
it looks like Munster is going to be out. He's under a lot of doubt. So if he's out, I think it's definitely the Panthers. But I think $1.65 regardless is very good for the Panthers.
Yeah, just the hoodoo myself, I'd want to avoid that, the round one thing. The Storm are elite, and Bellamy must have some sort of mad thing he says. I think it must. For me, I guess it's probably the way, you start your season is a good indication of where you're going, sort of thing. So, for an example, I still like when I heard the Roosters coach Demetrio sort of made a couple of excuses, bit off topic, but just found room to find reasons why they had a loss, and I don't think Craig Bellamy has that.
Yeah.
So
that's it. All right, Eels versus the Dogs. I've gone the Eels at $1.38. It feels like I'm choosing a lot of the favourites, which I'm not intending to do. And usually there's a lot more upsets than that. But I went 2 from 2 in the tipping last week, and I've already chosen my upsets. I've gone Cronulla, obviously, who weren't the favourites. But yeah, it just feels like a lot more is going to not go the favourites' way.
You've gone the Sharks, and that is an upset. Like on the bookies, what they're offering. In my mind, I thought it would have been closer to even, but home ground factor. I'm going the Eels as well. I think there's
bit of redemption.
Yeah, they just got their side's a lot closer to what it was. The same side as what it was last year, and the Dogs have got a whole new thing going on. So, give the Dogs a bit of a chance to work stuff out.
Titans versus the Dragons. This will be a close one, but I've gone the Titans. I think they're in for big things this year. They're at $1.48 via pickle bet.
I'm going to go Dragons this one only because the Fafita things influenced me a little bit. But I was just really, really impressed by that last trial. The Dragons played against the Tigers. I realised it was the Tigers, but they both got new coaches. Yeah, I just got a feel on the Dragons. They're one of those sides I think that, like last year too, they might have chalked up a couple of wins early on the top of the ladder. I'm like, what's going on there? So, yeah, I feel like they could be an upset.
And the last game of the round, the Cowboys versus the Dolphins. The Dolphins are in for a big year. But I've gone the Cowboys. $1.46.
This one I'm really unsure of. The Dolphins got the job done in round one last year. That was a big deal, though, the first game ever. Are they a side that have this first game attitude similar to a Bellamy? Does, a Wayne Bennett coach sort of, I think they're different but very similar. Their players just have that much extra new level of respect for their coach that they're going to die on the field for them. Oh, this one's really tough. I'm gonna just play the safe card and go with the upside of the Cowboys. But I can definitely see the Finns winning this one too.
I love it. If you put that all in a multi, well, I don't know the odds, so I should have done that.
You're doing different things to what I'm doing, but yeah, if you want someone likes what you're saying, they want to go do that, go for your life.
Just make sure to head over to Picklebet when you are doing, but make sure to gamble responsibly. I've got some blind rankings for you. I'm not going to tell you the subject, but I'll give you 5 players.
See if I'm not as silly as what I was last time I did forgot who Nathan Cleary was.
I've got to blind rank these players, and you got to tell me from 1 to 5. Sam Thaiday.
Ooh, yeah, Sammy Thaiday. Ooh, 3.
Shane Webke.
Ooh, Shane Webke. 2.
Payne Haas.
Oh fuck, motherfucker! I feel like long term, I want to put him at. He's a new thing. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at 1 just because of he's a new fucking thing that we've never seen before.
A new toy.
Yeah, no, it's not that he's a new toy. It's more that his workload's just so unheard of, and
yeah,
he's elite.
Pat Carrigan.
Well, that'll put him at 5 for me.
Corey Parker.
And that'll chuck Corey Parker at 2.
4. You put the other 2 and 3, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
You happy with that? And what's the theme?
It's Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got it.
Obviously.
You got it.
How do I feel about that? They're all so good that I could have scrambled around
I
any
feel
order
like
and probably would have
with
been
Payne
happy
Haas
with
at
it.
number one, I don't know who I expected you to put at number one, to be honest. But if you put Payne Haas at one, at least there's an argument that he could get there.
For me, like I've got great memories of Webke just having that sort of beat up, I think he had played with a broken arm for a bit. And he was playing with a cast, and I thought that seemed naughty. I thought you shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't take someone's bloody head out with that. But that's fine.
All right. And to finish off the show today, we're going to play some clips. We did Timmy Talks. Timmy talks around the Supercoach event.
Timmy about probably 5 to 6 beers down with no food in his gut, getting a little bit.
And what you did is you went around and interviewed some people, so we'll play that now.
I've just found someone very, very special here.
He's fucking not too far away.
We're going to have to sneak through to find him. He's giving out hugs to the ladies right now. I think he's hugging Clementine. Joe's hugging Clementine. Hold on, wait till he's having a bit of a moment. He's having a chat with the ladies. Probably trying to get some tips. Let's face it, Clementine was the 6th place in 2021. She knows what she's doing. We've got some celebrities over here. We've got Clementine and Joe, 2020 and 2021 fame. How are you, Joe, to start with?
Mate, never better, never better.
I noticed you just found Clementine. You've made some friends with the Wars. What's going on?
I'm good, thanks. Up the wires.
Who are you most excited to watch today?
Probably Brandon Smith because he's started as my hooker.
Yeah, I had him all pre-season, but I just can't do it to myself again, so I've got rid of him.
Oh, you know me. I love a situationship. I love a Supercoach situationship.
What about you? Who are you on?
Mate, today I got Ben Burbo.
Yeah.
The masses, I'd say. Tommy T.
You got Tommy T. Good.
Yeah, but Ponga's my starting fullback and captain, so...
Well, we're on the same boat. 2021 and 2020 is just resonating hard. That's awesome. What's your name? You're giving out cuddles too.
I'm Ellie.
This is Ellie. Annie's a great cuddler. I saw she was just sort of having a cuddle with Joe, and just thought we'd mention her there.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, please.
So I'm going to call you a bit of a pioneer. When Tommy Turbo footy in 21 came through and you were the first one to jump on the Turbo and their Garrick and their attacking football, 2024, fast forward, what's the key this year, you reckon?
I think it could be another combination year. It could be one of those years if you like Brown, you like Sean Lane. If you like Tommy Turbo, you might find one of those wingers in your side as well. Maybe not to start with, but I think it is about the pair-ups. I love a little bit of a pair-up.
Do ya? Speaking of Paris, CC, you came 6th, wasn't it?
It was 6.
How did you back up the year after? What's the key to back it up again?
So the key to backing up, I came in top 2,000 the year after, so not as good. The key to back it up, I don't know. This year I'm going for more of a vibe type thing.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
what's the
why I'm
vibe?
adding with cheese. So you just watch that's why, yes, cheese vibe.
And who's going to be the biggest dud of the year? Biggest dud?
The biggest stud.
Dud.
Dud? Oh my God,
let you
put
down?
me on the spot. Who's going to let me down? I mean, I don't want to say. There's a good chance it could be cheese.
I think so. Reverse trade.
That would be like 3 years in a row.
That's it.
I
Thanks.
go back. I still
Awesome.
go back.
How about all the punters around? Here we go. How are you, buddy? I'm Joe. Marzi. What's your team name, Marzi?
Barnstormers.
Original.
Yeah, very.
Who's your super coach gun this year? Who's going to kill it this year for you?
It feels a little bit cliche to say Nico Hines, but number one player for the 3rd year in a row.
Braden Trindle doesn't worry you?
He worries me if I pick him.
We'll take points off Nico.
No chance.
No, beautiful. Enjoy, guys.
All right, we're just going on the work. We think we found someone. There he is. We're just going to go and see if we can catch any live farts. Farts from Sangster. We'll just see if, by chance, we could have caught a live fart. We'll just. I'm just hanging it in your phone. So we've got Sangster here. You've put together a great day. I'd say this is probably our best pre-season fucking kickoff. What do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's nuts. Like the room's full. We got so it's 500 capacity, and there's standing room as well at the back. So we've managed to we've pulled off some sort of
It's always a bit different.
pulled off something all right.
Yeah, I love that. We've mirrored what they're doing over in Vegas. If you can't get there, like if you're from the Riff, let's face it, the chances are the next time you're going overseas is to Turkey to get your teeth done. It's not to Vegas to watch the footy. So it's good that you've put this together for us people. Any final thoughts before we kick off?
Tom Turbo, captain. That's the only.
Fuck, I love that you've been strong on that. I've got him on my side. I'm happy with that, but I just feel. I just need to see it first. So, but you've got the balls to do it.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I'm gonna get ahead of the pack, man. Just get in there, get ahead of the pack, and everyone's gonna be chasing me.
That's right. Fucking oath. Well, thanks for having a chat to us, Saints. We know you've obviously got a lot of media commitments at the moment, and we'll catch you guys later. I've got Nicky Wick. All right. We've got the MC here. Mate, you fucking killed it up there. I mean, it's a tough crowd to work with. Most of them are just looking at their phone trying to lock in their last Supercoach changes.
Yeah, it was. You know what was interesting? I like to say the word "fuck" a lot. Like,
I'm a big. He asked me on our podcast the other day, "How are you?" The first thing I said, I noticed when I watched it back was "fuck." Yeah, fuck, not too bad. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I did a gig once where I had to do 7 minutes of comedy, and I came off stage, and one of the other comedians had this piece of paper, and it had all these X's on it, and it was like
every time you said "fuck."
Yeah, I go, "What's that?" And no shit, in 7 minutes I said "fuck" 57 times.
I think that's like Scarface. I think that's where Blink-182 got their name from.
Oh, right.
Every time that Scarface, Al Pacino says "fuck," he's 182 times. So that's where Blink got their name from. Bit of information for you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for hosting today. It would have been fucking tough without you. I mean, me and Saints would have just been struggling with shit interview questions like this.
Yeah.
But
Footy fans are different, aren't they, too? What's your Supercoach team name?
the Villy Army, named after the great Villy Army Kickout.
I like that. I've got a mate, right, who doesn't play Supercoach, but he got the best Supercoach names. Like, probably the favourite one that he ever did was a tribute to David Clemmer, and his team was called Clemature Ejaculation.
Oh, that's good. I love a little bit of a pun. It's probably my favourite part about going through all the names.
Yeah.
Like, there was a couple of years ago, there was a player called Tex Hoy.
Yes.
And there was Tex Hoy's sex toys.
Oh,
and I was like, that was fucking fantastic.
He had Guns and Moses as well.
Yeah.
What else? You know,
It doesn't matter if you win Supercoach, as long as your name's good, that's all that fucking really matters.
For and against.
Oh, you've got to. If anyone names a name, come see you.
There was. Do you remember Parsi that used to play for?
Yeah.
Forward Parsi.
Parsi, you can't. Yeah, good shit.
Well, actually, last year I was Pongers Pingers.
Yeah. He loves getting on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He loves the bathroom.
Nice chat with you, legend.
All right, thank you, brother. And welcome back. How did you like that?
How did you like it? So that was Timmy going around the grounds. Timmy talks. Joe took the mic off you for a bit, which was pretty funny.
That's we do that sometimes. Joe and I we share the mic. We've shared a crown. Well, we haven't shared a crown. We've shared the same crown, but yeah.
He gave the crown to you.
He handed it over.
I think, and you put your microphone up to Tommy Sangster. I think he did. There were some farts there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right.
What a dickhead.
Anyway, cheers for tuning in this week, guys. They're obviously a bit of a shorter episode this week.
Did you edit some in? Did you edit some farts in?
I can. Yeah, I should.
For sure.
So obviously this was a bit shorter. It's because we only got 2 games last week. We only got 6 games this week. So more of an idea next week of how everything goes. But first week of footy, I'm happy how it's gone.
Yeah, get around it. Enjoy your footy. Hope your team wins. If not, a lot more footy ahead of us.
There you go. Cheers for tuning in.